When people watch a large festival, what they see is the stage, the artist, and also the lighting and all of the glamour, and thousands of people worshiping together. But behind that moment is a complex production system that has to work perfectly together in real time. And this was Hallelujah Festival, a major gospel festival, massive production that had over 50,000 to 100K people live worshiping together, and millions of people watching live on YouTube. Multiple artists, technical teams, multiple vendors, church leadership, stage crew, broadcast team, church volunteers, all had to work together to make the show flow smoothly. In my role in this production, I served as the lead stage manager and show caller. In this episode of Behind the Faders, I'm taking you behind the scenes to show you what it actually takes to run stage operations for a production at this scale. My name is Phoebe, and I work across studio mixing, immersive audio, and live production systems. And on this channel, we explore the systems behind great sound, from studio builds and mixing to large-scale productions like this one. Hallelujah Festival is not a small production. There are thousands of people in the audience, multiple artists performing, and millions of people watching the live stream on YouTube. For an event like this, you have multiple teams working together at the same time. There's the audio team managing the sound system and mixing the entire show. There's the lighting team controlling the stage lighting. There's the video and the broadcast team running the live stream and the camera feeds. And then backstage, you have the stage management team coordinating the artists, the bands, the transitions, and ensuring that everything on stage is happening at the right time. When productions reach this scale, the only way they work is through systems. Every cue, every transition, every movement on stage has to be properly coordinated. One thing many people don't realize is that the stage doesn't run itself. Someone has to coordinate what's going on physically on that stage. And that's the role of the stage manager. As stage manager, you're responsible for making sure that the stage is ready for every segment of the show, or in this case, the program. That means confirming that artists are ready, they're on standby, instruments and microphones are ready, the stage crew are prepared for the transitions, stage is clear before the next moment of the show. You're constantly communicating with multiple teams at once: the artist, the band, the crew, and the technical departments. But for this production, my role went a little bit further. In addition to managing the stage, I was also responsible for calling the cue for the entire production. The show caller is the person who controls the timeline of the production during the show. They call cues like standby lighting, standby video, artist entrance, broadcast transitions, and countdowns to key moments. On many large concerts or festivals, the show caller sits at the FOH, which is the front of house, or the production control room. But this production was different. Because this was a worship event, the flow of the entire program could change at any moment. There could be ministry moments, artists could extend their songs, times could be asked to be extended for an artist depending on the flow. You know, all of these moments had to be accounted for. When you're dealing with this level of spontaneity, the best place to actually call cues would be from the stage itself. Being on stage meant I could see what was going on in real time. I could see when the transitions are being made or when there needs to be a delay. From there, I could communicate with the technical teams using the production communication systems we had available. In addition to the comm system, we used talkback and shout boxes to communicate with the audio team and also the technical team who were operating from the FOH and other production areas. The broadcast team was operating quite close to the stage, around in an OB van, very close to the backstage area, and that made it easy to communicate quickly if there needs to be a transition. So the communication chain looked something like this: from the stage to technical teams to broadcast and FOH. That system allowed us to adapt in real time while still maintaining the control of the production flow. In productions like this, timing is everything. Artist transitions need to happen quickly, stage resets needs to happen smoothly, and every department needs to stay in sync. And one of the biggest challenges in any large production is managing transitions between segments of the entire program or of the entire show. When one artist finishes and another is coming on stage, the crew has to move quickly to reset the stage while the technical teams prepare the next cue for the next segment. If communication breaks down during this moment, the audience will feel it. That's why having clear systems and communication structure is so important. One of the realities of live productions like this is that no matter how much you prepare, something unexpected can still happen. And during Hallelujah Festival, we had one of those moments. There was a very special segment that was planned during the show where we were supposed to sing an hymn called "The Lord Bless You." And that was supposed to be performed at the top of the arena, like from the top of the arena where the coat of arms is. If you looked at the stage, there was a backdrop of the coat of arms. It was beautiful. We had rehearsed this multiple times and everything was good. There was supposed to be a singer and a violinist that was supposed to be lifted up to the top of the structure with an hydraulic lift. And a drone camera would capture the entire moment as they performed above the arena. I ran tests earlier and everything worked perfect. But during the actual show and when it was almost time for the segment, the hydraulic lift suddenly refused to start completely. At that point, we had very limited window to decide what to do. The entire moment depended on the lift working and that wasn't an option anymore. So we had to pivot immediately. Instead of performing from the top of the structure, we decided the singer would start singing from backstage and walk up on stage to complete the performance. Now, the challenge with that was that the lighting cues were already designed for the original plan and there was little to no time to make arrangement for a makeshift in the plan. And we just had to wing it. At that point, we were basically adapting in real time. Meanwhile, some of my stage crew members were already freaking out and panicking because everything was shifting so quickly. And moments like that are where stage management is less than following a particular plan, and it becomes more about stabilizing a situation. So my focus was about bringing everybody back to center and making sure that everyone stayed calm, confirming the new flow of the segment and keeping the entire communication going for the entire production team. Eventually, the singer came on stage, finished the hymn, and the moment still landed beautifully with the audience. And that's the reality of live production. Even with proper planning, rehearsals, and systems in place, and sound checks, tech checks, things will go wrong. It's the Murphy's Law. But what matters most is how the team is able to adapt in those moments. Working on productions like this reinforces a few key lessons. First, large productions succeed because of preparation. A lot of the work happens long before the audience arrives, like months before. Planning the timelines, we're building a run-off show, we're meeting with technical teams, ensuring that everything worked well. And shout out to the technical director for this show. He's a maestro and it's such an honor to work with him. Rehearsing the transitions, having sound checks with the team. So all of these things have really happened way before the audience arrives. Second thing is communication is everything. Every department relies on clear communications to be able to do their job easily. And the third one, systems make the difference. When everybody understands the system and have an idea of the run-off show, the show can move smoothly even when unexpected moments happen. One thing I've learned working on live production like this is that shows don't run smoothly by accident. They run smoothly because there are systems that have been put in place behind the scenes. Things like production timeline, run-off show planning, stage transition system, and communication protocols. I've actually started documenting these systems in something that I call Gig Planner. This is a production playbook that includes the templates and the systems that I use when planning shows or events like this. If that's something you find useful, you can join the waitlist in the description below. Productions like Hallelujah Festival remind me why I love working in live production systems. When everything works together, the stage, the technical team, the artist, the band, the production crew, thousands of people can experience something powerful in the moment. And that's what Behind the Faders is all about, exploring the systems behind great sound, great productions, and the people who make them happen. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.